I'm Helen Everingham, and while I am Sydney-based, have been Sydney-based, I have spent the last 12 years going around country Queensland running a course called the Centre Within, which is a 2-day positive thinking course. So in the last 6 months, I decided that's it, I'm going to do it by road. So now one of the things I'm doing is that I'm writing a blog every few weeks, and because so many people in the city read it, I have almost 1,000 people that follow me, which is lovely. So I can get to those people and just show them what it's like and tell them what it's like, and hopefully give them some sort of idea. They don't know because they don't venture out here. And because we have so many people living in the cities who don't come out here, they don't know, and we've got to get that message across to them to understand what it's like. As far as city people are concerned, to truly give them an understanding. They don't. As much as you can talk to them, when they can actually see it, then maybe they will have a better idea. I think this video coming, which I think is wonderful. Then hopefully we can give them a greater understanding. This is their food bowl. This is where it comes from, and they don't seem to understand that. If they could come out and see what it's like, maybe they would have a better understanding. Well, one of the things I would say is the number of people that I've met that are incredibly resilient. They do not realise what enormous, let's say, personal power that they have. And I always say it's not what happens to you in life, it's how you handle it that is the most important thing. Things are going to happen. Handling the drought, I'm staggered at how people do survive. Not only survive, they thrive. Considering what they're going through, they're absolutely amazing. I think your attitude, no matter what happens, your attitude is the most important thing. So those things that build up resilience, and what is resilience? I mean, resilience is, it's a way of coping when you are faced with a totally different situation. It's learning to adapt to a different set of daily routines or things that happen. It's a way that you can cope with so many things that are going on in your life. It's the things that are out of your control. We find that so many people spend so much time and energy on things over which they have absolutely no control at all. And of course the classic is the weather. How often do you hear people say, geez, if we only have some rain? It's going to rain at some point. We know that. But when? We don't know. The idea is to put your time and energy into the things over which you do have control. See, it sounds really almost like you're oversimplifying, but you look at the things that have happened, you do what you can about it that is positive. If there's nothing more that you can do, it's no good spending time and energy worrying about it because you have no control. So look at the things that you can control. I would say the first thing, in order to build up your resilience, one of the greatest things that anybody can do is to be thankful for what they have right now. This sounds a bit trite, because I don't know what it's like to go through drought, but I can look at people and see their attitude and hear what they're saying. You can almost see their minds ticking over. And if you can say to people, look, for the most part you have a roof over your head, you've got wonderful neighbours who support you, you have your family with you, that is a plus. Today you are happy, you are well fed, you are living in probably one of the best countries in the world. So if you have that, look, the Americans call it the attitude of gratitude, but it's about being grateful and thankful for what you have. And that, if you can remind yourself on a daily basis, if you can say at least we've got each other, that is a great start. The things that you can do to help in building up your resilience. There's a wonderful saying that says you can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails. And one of the things that we can do is to learn to adjust as we go. So we look at our attitude, the way that we look at things, and say, okay, this mightn't have happened, but oh gee, we've got this. So as you adjust to what's happening around you, and as you learn to make those changes, you will find that it will stand you in better stead when something major happens. You will cope with it far better. And I would honestly say that your attitude to things is the most important thing, because the attitude is the one thing that you can change. We live in a life at the moment that is really full of uncertainty. So it's a matter of accepting what is, work with what you can the best way that you can. And we need to help one another. Sometimes the hardest thing can be to ask for help. And this is a time when we all need to bandy around, help one another, work in the community and support one another. And everything, even the greatest adversity in life, there is always an upside. Everything has two sides, and everything has a gift. And the gift of the drought and what's going on at the moment is that it binds communities together. So often when we're going through things, we think we're the only one. We feel so isolated, and we think that nobody is feeling what I'm feeling. They can't believe how awful I get. But when you realise that there are other people that are going through probably not exactly the same circumstances, because no two experiences are the same, but when you realise there are other people who are feeling the same sorts of things that you are feeling, that's just the human experience. And to share that with people just forms this wonderful common bond that you're not on your own. Yeah. That's very important.